What's up everybody, Coach Mills here, and this meta is absolutely crazy. I mean, you already know there's very few shields, there's a lot of hogs, everything is just going nuts in the game. So I thought I would bring a little clarity to this game by giving you the 7 best duos to dominate the new meta. Because like I said before, duo Q is probably the best way to climb in this meta. But before we get started, make sure that you don't let your duo partner down. Go head over to GameLeap.com and upgrade your skills so that you could pop off and carry them, and they'll thank you, you know, send you gifts and things like that. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Now we're gonna start off with number 7, the 7th best duo combo in the new meta, and it's Wrecking Ball Sombra. Okay, so hear me out on the Wrecking Ball Sombra. First off, Sombra's actually doing pretty well in this new meta right now. Very few shields to stop the hack. She can get EMP incredibly fast off of Hog. She can shut down Wrecking Balls. I mean, Sombra's just having a time of her life, and Wrecking Ball is just individually incredibly powerful too. Now, the reason that these two characters work so well together is because when a target is hacked, Wrecking Ball and Sombra Focus Fire just annihilates the enemy. I mean, it's really powerful together with this sort of Focus Fire. Now, on top of that, these are two characters that basically can never die. I mean, these characters have either really good mobility or the ability to just get out of danger very easily. So these characters are very self-sufficient. Sombra can kind of rely on herself. She can get health packs. Of course, she can come back to her team and get healed like she should, but she doesn't need a large amount of heals to be sustained. Wrecking Ball, of course, everyone knows that he's pretty much completely self-sufficient. So these characters are like a dive unit, and they can set up perfectly for each other. Another aspect of this too that makes them so strong is the fact that it's actually incredibly hard sometimes to coordinate a dive with a Wrecking Ball. Maybe you're Genji or Tracer or whatever, just getting in position to deal damage is hard enough, but being able to just stay there without being messed up or harassed by the enemy, that can be difficult. You have to kite back to your team. You know, you're not on the same wavelength, right? Sombra can just wait there and Viz in the perfect spot, set up a hack at the same time her Wrecking Ball slams down. That is just a way to get guaranteed value. You're going to delete on as anybody, pretty much any character in the game besides Roadhog himself. You're going to be able to shut down so easily with these two characters. Definitely try it your games. You're going to get a lot of value and you're going to have a lot of fun as a result. Now moving on to the 6th best duo to dominate this new meta, it's Widow and Hanzo. And a lot of you are going to be like, whoa, Hanzo's not really that good right now. Well, Hanzo's okay, yes, and Widow is pretty much like top tier DPS right now. The reason you play these characters together is because they work so well together, especially when there's no shields in the game. When these characters are together, they can create a crossfire angle that just sometimes just feels oppressive. Not to mention, if the enemy has a Widow, it just becomes completely unfair when your Hanzo can give you recon over where the enemy Widow is. You just set up these unfair trades. Plus, it's just so hard for the enemy Widow to duel your Hanzo. This double sniper just gives you such a leg up on enemy snipers. You can shut down, abuse them. You have these long, clear sight lines. They work so well together. If you're trying to look for a DPS duo to rock in your games, Widow Hanzo is one of the best you could be rocking right now to get some free wins. Now moving on to the 5th best duo to start dominating in your games in the new meta, we have Lucio and Hog. Now, everyone knows how strong Hog is right now. Of course, he's great, but Lucio playing with Hog is really powerful for a lot of reasons. The first thing is it allows Hog to be on skates, just running around the map, looking for more opportunities to get hooks. If a good Hog has a Lucio that not only can peel for him, but speed him around the map, he's going to just get more value on average. He's going to get more opportunities to slip in hooks. He's going to be able to flank a lot easier and get out safely. It's going to just be great for Roadhog. On top of that, you even have a pretty aggressive combo with speeding in your Hog as he whole hogs, or maybe even beating in your Hog as he whole hogs. This is a really resilient combo, has power in the peel aspect. You could peel for any of your allies, shut down any dive with these two characters. You have the ability to make plays in flanks. You could bail each other out of sticky situations. Very resilient duo composition, and I think if you add a Hog and a Lucio to any composition right now, you're just going to be really strong if you two are working together. That could be a guaranteed way that you have a lot of impact in your games, and if you want to climb with your buddy, definitely whip out Hog and Lucio. Now moving on to the 4th best dynamic duo that you could rock in the new meta, let's talk about Zarya and Winston. And you might be asking, what the heck, Zarya and Winston? I thought this was a Hog meta. Well, yes, but Zarya and Winston is actually being played a lot in the Korean meta, in the Korean pro meta. We're not going to talk about that too much, but Zarya and Winston is like one of the best ways to play dive right now if you're not talking about Wrecking Ball. The thing is, Winston kind of needs a little bit of help going in, and D.Va is just not cutting it right now. But a bubble can really allow your Winston to get a lot more value, and he can jump on the enemy. There's no Brig. There's not that much Brig being played right now, and even if she was, she's actually feasible to kill now with her lower health total. Winston and Zarya are very good right now together, but here's the big thing that you need to keep in mind. The first thing is, you gotta be on the same page when you're jumping in and you're bubbling and you're using your self bubble. It is really important that the monkey jumps in, takes a bubble from Zarya, then he self bubbles for more sustain, not self bubble as he engages and he dodges all the damage that his bubble is supposed to tank. This is really important, and this requires communication, playing together, making sure that you're on the same page, and you're guaranteed to get a lot of value out of this duo. On top of that, of course, just a monkey going in on a Graviton can be enough damage by himself with a little bit of focus fire from your team. You could build up charge really easily. Your Zarya can just run around the map, and of course, Zarya just being full charged is one of the best counters to a Roadhog right now. She can have her bubble bail out any teammates that get hooked right now. She's a really big carry role. The big problem right now is it's really hard to enable her. With Rein being pretty difficult to play right now, it is pretty hard to enable her, but this is one of the best ways to do so. So definitely try this out in your games. Try to make proactive plays dive. Just make sure that you're on the same page with the bubble thing like I talked about before. Then moving on to number 3 on our list, a duo partner that you can definitely get a lot of value with, and it's actually Tracer Zen. And you're gonna be like, okay, you said Tracer's garbage. Okay, maybe I didn't perfectly foresee like a no shield meta. We've never had like a no shield meta. Anyways, Zen is actually pretty good in the right hands, and it really depends on the right hands. This is the important part, because Zen is gonna get farmed up against a lot of characters if he doesn't have proper positioning. I can make a Zen guide later. If you want to see a Zen guide, definitely let me know, and I could do a Zen breakdown VOD review of one of the best Zens in the world. But I regress, Zen and Tracer are very, very good together. Zen can discord a target, Tracer can finish off a target. It's that simple, and in a meta like this, having the focus fire that Zen provides and the extra damage that Zen provides really allows you to kind of burst through an enemy incredibly quickly. Damage is flying everywhere, and a lot of times enemies are going to be hiding behind natural cover, but if Zen can sneak on a discord to a target and Tracer can chase them down, you're going to be able to sneak in these kills all over the place. A hiding Ana behind the pillar, discorded and chased. A hiding McCree, discorded and chased. That is the way that you can get a lot of value with this duo, and they really work well together. Even though it might not seem like they do because they play so far away, they really work directly well together. They are like the iconic duo, and they're actually pretty good in this meta. The only thing that you have to make sure of is, of course, on the Zen's side, you got to make sure that you're really playing safe positionally wise, because just you being alive, being able to heal up your Tracer and discord for the Tracer, that is so much value. But the downside of this duo is Tracer can't really peel for you. We just went over a peeling video. There's a lot of characters that could peel for you, but those characters don't utilize you as well as Tracer does. So that is the give and take. This is like the glass cannon combo. This is the combo where you want to go balls to the wall, all out, kill the enemy, but of course it comes with the inability to peel, so there's a lot of pressure on you. But if you're a god tier Zen and you're just feeling it, whip out this combo, find a Tracer duo, and you're just gonna climb, carry game after game. Now moving on to the second best duo in the game right now, and of course, it's Ashe and Mercy. Now, Ashe and Mercy have been really good for a while, and they're still good, and it's because Ashe is just pretty much unstoppable when she has a Mercy pocket. Being able to one-shot, headshot anything with that fast rate of fire is just really overpowered. And now that there's no shield to stop you, what do people even do against an Ashe? They hide, they take a dynamite, they don't hide, and they get shot in the face. I mean, Ashe is just pretty much unstoppable. The only thing that enemies are even going to try to do is send their hog after you. But with proper spacing and saving your coach gun for when he gets close or just booping him away, you're never going to die to a hog either. Make sure that you're playing the high ground so that you could change elevation multiple times. Jump to the low ground, coach gun to the high ground, jump back to the low ground. That is really good. And then as Mercy, just make sure that you're really prioritizing your Ashe. And I know what you're going to be saying. Why would I just pocket my Ashe all day when I have all these garbage Ashes on my team? Well, that's why you get a duo partner. You get someone that you're confident in, you get someone that's good, and realize that just because you damage boost them a little bit and they missed a couple of shots, it's definitely worth it to actually just damage boost them a large amount of time. Whenever you can, try to do it, because if an Ashe headshots someone and it doesn't kill them, that is just a pick that could have been a pick if you were just damage boosting them. So that's really the dynamic here. It is really important that y'all rely on each other, and then as an Ashe, of course, make sure that you're still cognizant of your Mercy. Try to keep constant communication with each other. When the Mercy, when you're leaving, tell your Ashe. Ashe, when you need to reposition, tell your Mercy. That constant flow of information is just gonna make you a better duo partner, of course. And then you have this unstoppable, self-sufficient duo that is just gonna be mowing people down and just clicking heads. It's that easy. Now moving on to the best duo partner in this entire game right now, and you might know what it is. I'm gonna talk about a character I already talked about, but this is the best duo partner, period. Just, that's it. It's period. You want to climb, play this duo partner, and it's Hog Ana. Surprise, surprise, it's Hog Ana, the best two characters in the game. And there's a lot of reasons for this. First off, Hog is great right now. We already went over how Hog is like the best character in the meta right now. He can guarantee hooks, he can get kills, he can burst down shields. There's nothing that Hog can't do right now, and I'm sure in every one of your games you have a Roadhog. Now, what Ana can do is Ana can consistently make it so that your Hog wins the Hog 1v1 almost every single time, and your Ana can also make these really high impact plays with your Hog as well. So if you just are consistently sleeping the enemy Hog, or every time your Hog secures a hook on a tank, you nade that person, your Hog is just gonna get kill after kill after kill. And if a Hog has an Ana really pocketing him or shutting down the enemy Hog, your Hog is just freed up to do whatever he wants. And that's why this duo partner is so good. And if I'm being honest here, at its core, the best counter to a Hog right now is actually another Hog. I mean, that's really what's happening in games. Hogs are contesting each other, but the second best counter to a Hog right now is definitely Ana. So having a Hog and an Ana on the same team, being able to shut down the enemy Hog, make your Hog superior, make your Hog win the matchup. Of course, this combo is going to be very good, but it does require a fair bit of diligence on each other's part. It also allows the Hog to play much more with his team. He doesn't need to go for these proactive flanks as much, because if enemies come to him, he'll be able to secure guaranteed kills by just getting a hook, getting a nade, and that's as simple as it is. It's very, very textbook. That's all you have to do on this combo. Now, that being said, however, as a Hog player, it is your responsibility to consistently peel for your Ana. You got to keep her alive. If she dies, then, of course, your biggest advantage is off the table, and then the enemy Hog and maybe their Ana is going to shut you down. So, if you are a duo partner and you're looking for the best duo to play right now, just play Hog and Ana. It's good in every single game, in every single situation. It is very, very powerful. Y'all are mutually beneficial to each other. Y'all can still make your own plays, but, of course, you give yourself a leg up in the matchup if you're Ana hits these insane sleeps, if your Hog hits these insane hooks. Y'all could just help each other. Even if the enemy Hog is better than y'all, even if the enemy Ana is better than y'all, if you are just up against one of these and they're not working together well enough like y'all are, you will still win tons of games just based on your synergy alone. And that is one of the biggest powers to this character duo, and that is the big draw to this character duo. But if you want to master any of these characters on this list, Hog, Ana, Ashe, Tracer, Zen, Zarya, Winston, Lucio, whatever, definitely go check out GameLeap.com. We have in-depth VODs so that you can hone your skills, become that amazing duo partner where your teammate just hypes you up every single second because you're popping up, killing everybody. So don't miss out on this insane opportunity. Go check it out. But if you liked the video, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And if you want me to make any other videos, definitely drop a video idea and I will get right on it in the comments down below. But that's all I got for you today. Thanks for coming by. I'm Coach Mills, and of course, until next time.